know where the fuck you from or who the fuck you are.
Time last night.
Let's jump straight into the headlines. Now, Mary J. Blige. She basically said anyone who tried to test her didn't end up winning. Watch yourself. God is protective over his baby girl. Okay. But hold up. How do we know God isn't riding harder for the other person than for you? I'm joking. But still, listen, I don't know why Mary always seems to be searching for smoke, 'cause she's constantly finding drama with somebody. She literally makes records about it. She thrives off the chaos, all right? She was just on the new Fat Joe and Jada Kiss podcast, stirring things up. I think it dropped on Netflix today. I don't think it hit YouTube at all. From what I understand, it's Netflix only, because they're tied into that massive conglomerate deal with iHeart and a bunch of other players. They got folded into that because, of course, they're Rock Nation, you feel me? So Jay-Z is out here very calculated, moving in silence, pulling these podcasts under his umbrella so he can shape the narrative. Like, okay, he's not rocking with J. Cole. Oh, yeah, now it's time to dogpile J. Cole. You know, suddenly it's, we don't really believe in J. Cole anymore after the Kendrick situation. Like, this is how it goes. I'm telling you, Jay-Z does not play chess for fun, and that's what's really happening behind closed doors. All right, next up, I think we got to talk about the T.I. situation. Yeah, T.I. is speaking out, saying his ego got the best of him. Apparently, he was at LIV. I don't know if it was last night or the night before, but he completely snapped. Let's take a look. Let me run that clip.
I don't know where the fuck you from or who the fuck you are. And our ears must hear and our eyes must see. Nigga, this tip. Westside Zone 1 Bankhead representative, 11 native king of the motherfucking South. And I'm here to say, I don't give a fuck what you got to say about us, nigga. Atlanta is here, and I am here, and it will not stop. Anybody got a problem with it, nigga, come see me. And with that being said, push the motherfucking button.
Now listen to this. He caught major backlash over the whole situation because things didn't stop there and something else popped off between him and the DJ right after.
Time last night. Miami owes me nothing. Listen, first off, let me tell y'all something. King is a metaphor for the ego. And the ego is necessary when you elevate your consciousness and you want to be a better version of yourself. You must the ego. And examples of why is last night. Last night at LIV, man, too much ego. Too much ego. Ego got carried away. The DJ was not the problem. My drinking was. So, I just want to put that out there. Let you know, still working on myself. We'll continue to do so. And we're going to
Had a baby with him, right? That is not in the name of the Lord. I'm just calling out the contradictions. Listen, this is clearly a rebound. We already know this ends badly. Stefon Diggs is allegedly dating like 10 women at the same time. He had a baby with another woman around the same time Cardi had hers. This is absolutely not going to end well. This is Offset 2.0, maybe even 5.0, okay? Because he's operating on a whole different level, okay? Yeah, this is future chaos written all over it. I don't know who wrote this next thing. It had to be fake. Someone said Waffle House is nasty, terrible cooks, idiot staff, and Waffle House responded like, please come say that to our face at any location, you know, because they've got that reputation of handling people inside their restaurants. Then Cardi's artist goes off on 504 saying he got his chain snatched in Atlanta. Remember when Fabio came to Atlanta and that chain disappeared? Yeah, because he was dissing all of Atlanta on that Academics podcast. So I don't know, maybe 504 Ward is trying to heat back up? I agreed with the 21 Savage situation, but you can't say everybody in Atlanta. Come on now. Then there's Kid Cudi. He said, I know conversations are happening and responses are flying, but I made myself clear. We don't do internet back and forths. We don't write essays in response. I said what I said, and honestly, I don't care who disagrees. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for me and my gift from God. And I don't know who did this, but they made a fake source cover of Jim Jones delivering Kid Cudi, like he birthed him. Finally, Meek Mill did this interview with Jaden Mitch, right here if you want to check him out. And you know what? Meek Mill, listen, I rock with Meek's music. I'm not here to trash him or anything like that. I genuinely like his catalog. I honestly thought he was finding his footing again in 2023. When he dropped that album with Rick Ross, I said, hold up, Ross might have gotten him back aligned. But then, nothing happened after that. He just went quiet. He easily could have locked in another deal with, what's that label Sexy Red is on? The one run by that Apple guy, Steven Jackson. What's the name again? Sexy Red's label. Not Rebel Music. GMA. Yeah, that's it. That's the same place French Montana dropped one of his projects, too. I really thought Meek was about to come back with a solo album and get back into his bag. And by that, I mean stop trying to please everybody with his sound. Because for a while, it felt like he was reshaping himself just to fit the moment. If Meek would simply give us what he was given from 2013, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, just a modern version of that, he'd be straight right now. There's a serious drought of real music, and if he came with that level of quality again, he could honestly clean up. So basically, yeah, he's sliding back into album mode. T.I. is a rapper, obviously, and he used to be one of my favorites back in the day for a simple reason. He was putting out real heat. Then he pivoted into podcasting, and once he started doing that TV show, it kind of chipped away at his mystique, in my opinion. Because now you're not seeing a rap icon, you're seeing a reality TV personality, right? And I think he's rolling out what he's calling his final album. This is supposed to be it. He's already made more than enough money, so yeah, this is being framed as his last album. After that, it looks like he's fully transitioning back into podcasting. He actually tried podcasting a couple years ago and walked away when no major deal came through, allegedly. But now he's circling back for whatever reason. He said he left at the wrong time. That's when he jumped into comedy. And I'm gonna be honest, the comedy run is trash. It's just not hitting. Music-wise, podcast-wise, that part is cool. At least he can hold an intelligent conversation. I saw one episode with Tyler Perry that was actually solid. He does all right in the podcast space. My only real issue is this trend where rappers stop selling and immediately pivot into podcasting like it's the fallback plan. Media has always been a lane. I've been in media my whole life pretty much, and so have plenty of other people. But we can't just wake up and decide to be rappers. Meanwhile, these artists had millions in marketing behind them and now use that same leverage to hop into podcasting, and most of them are bad at it. T.I. is decent. Still not elite, because a lot of these guys give safe, watered-down takes since their business relationships depend on it. That's really my takeaway, which is why the Joe and Jada podcast is funny. They don't have to play that game. Joe just lies all day, but they're entertaining lies. But let's be real, they do a lot of knee-bending on that podcast, too. I'm just being honest. But hey, it is what it is. That's really more Fat Joe than Jada Kiss. Now let's move on to Cardi B. All right, this one is not about to end pretty. Okay, first question, do you actually think Cardi B is religious like that? I don't. But anyway, she says, I love you so much. Stefan says, damn, I love you. It's my favorite color. Then she adds, in the name of the Lord. Listen, she's still married. You yelling out the Lord's name. You are still married, messing with this man.